오늘은 누구에게 이야기를 들어볼까요?
Okay, so today we have a clip sent to us from Emily from the USA.
오랜만이네요.
My home country. Yeah, we haven't seen Emily in a very long time.
In a while. 네,
Yeah.
에밀리 씨가 그동안 잘 지내셨는지 궁금한데 자 그러면 어떤 이야기를 해줄지 한번 불러볼까요?
Okay, Emily 씨,
나와주세요.
나와주세요.
I definitely prefer public transportation to driving. I myself don't really like driving that much, though it's pretty convenient when you know that you have to like go to a store and pick up a lot of things. It's easier to just drive and take them home in a car as opposed to trying to carry them on a train or on a bus. But the city that I live in doesn't really have good public transportation anyway. There is a bus, but it's not very convenient because it's not reliable. It doesn't come very often. It doesn't go very many places. So I end up having to drive here, but I love being in a big city where I can take the train or take the bus and I can just sit and read a book and I don't have to stress. I don't have to drive myself. I can just sit there, read, and do something else and enjoy my time more. And I wish that my city had a better system so that I could do that more often.
전체적인
Ditto.
ditto, ditto, D-I-T-T-O라고 하는 것은 동감입니다. 아니면
Right.
뭐
Me
I agree,
too.
yeah, me too
Yeah.
이런 뜻이죠. 똑같이 공감을 하시는군요. 전체적인 내용은 대충 파악이 되셨을 것 같은데 우리 구체적으로 같이 공부를 해볼까요?
Okay, so let's start with the first line. So
Okay.
the first thing she said is, I definitely prefer public transportation to driving. I definitely prefer public transportation to driving.
네, I definitely, 확실히, 분명히라는 말이고요. 뭐 no doubt, there's no question.
Right, for sure.
확실히, certainly, 그래서 absolutely 이런 뜻이고요. 확실히 prefer public transportation to driving. 뭐 얼마 전에 또 소개했었던 그 레이첼 씨의 이야기하고는 다르네요. 레이첼 씨는 이제 public transportation도 좋지만 driving을 선호한다라고 이야기했는데
Right.
역시 사람마다 이런 개인차가 있어요.
Yeah, of course.
네, 그래서 또 재밌는 거 전에도 소개한 적 있지만 prefer A to B, prefer A than B 아니고요.
Right, prefer A to B.
또는 over.
Over. Yeah.
네, over도 좋고 to도 좋은데 일단 뭐뭐보다 뭐뭐를 선호한다고 해서 보다 than은 아닙니다.
Right.
굉장히 어색하죠. prefer A than B.
Yeah, it's definitely not something you should say.
네, 기본 형태는 to 그리고 over도 허용이 됩니다. 네, 그래서 public transportation을 to driving, driving에 비해서 선호를 합니다라는 말이었고요. 다음 문장.
I myself don't really like driving that much. I myself don't really like driving that much.
네, 저는 운전하는 걸 별로 안 좋아해요라는 말인데 운전을 별로 안 좋아하니까 대중교통을 선호하겠죠.
Of course.
Of course, very natural, natural logic, natural flow. 그런데 재밌는 것은 I don't like 또는 I don't really like라고 하지 않고 there's a word between I and don't.
Oh yeah, it's myself.
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 어떨 때 써요? When do you use this kind of expression?
Well, you just use it when you're like explaining a particular thing, and if there's a possibility that people might have a different choice. Right. So let's say we're talking about chocolate or vanilla ice cream. Maybe Hyundoo Sim's like, I like strawberry ice cream. And I could be like, well, I myself don't really like strawberry ice cream. I prefer chocolate ice cream.
그렇군요. 그런 경우 다른 사람들은 다른 선택을 할 수도 있지만
Right.
저의 경우에는이라고
Right.
강조를 하고 싶을 때 I myself 저는 직접 저는 스스로 이런 뜻은 아니고요.
Right.
Personally
Yeah, it's like personally speaking, I prefer this. Maybe you like that, you like that, you like this. Okay, that's fine. But I myself,
그렇죠.
it's just putting emphasis on yourself that it's your personal choice. Yeah.
Personally speaking 또는 as for me 저 같은 경우에는이라고 이제 개인적으로 강조를 할 때 이런 말을 쓰고요. 다음 문장.
Though it's pretty convenient when you know that you have to like go to a store and pick up a lot of things. Though it's pretty convenient when you know that you have to like go to a store and pick up a lot of things.
네, though라는 것은 뭐뭐 하긴 하지만이라고 뒤에 붙일 때 쓰는 말인데 여기서 though it's pretty convenient 항상 그냥 읽지 말고 it이 무엇을 가리키는지 생각을 해봐야 되겠죠. So what does it here?
So in this
refer
case,
to?
it is driving.
그렇죠. driving이 pretty convenient 꽤 편하긴 해요. 언제? When you know 확실히 알 때 that you have to 해야 돼요. like는 지워주시고 아예 머릿속에서 go to a store and pick up a lot of things. 가게에 가서 물건을 많이 pick up 주워든다라는 것은 많이 가지고 온다는 거죠.
Yeah, so you're going to go to a store and buy a lot of stuff.
네, 가서 마트 같은 데 가서 장을 많이 볼 거라는 걸 알고 있을 때 그래서 물건을 많이 사와야 할 때는 꽤 편리하지만요 라는 말이에요. 그걸 다 들고 버스에 탈 수는 없잖아요. 힘들잖아요. 그러니까 이제 차에 실으면 쉽다라는 거죠. 여기까지 파악을 해봤고요. 다음 문장 들어볼 텐데 다음 문장이 조금은 빨라서 한번 클립으로 준비해봤습니다. Let's go.
All right.
So it's easier to just drive and take them home in a car as opposed to trying to carry them on a train or on a bus. So it's easier to just drive and take them home in a car as opposed to trying to carry them on a train or on a bus.
네, 방금 전에 확 지나간 이 부분들이 좀 있었는데요. 자, 그러면 어떤 부분이 좀 어려웠나요?
Okay, so I think the hardest part that she just flew past was as opposed to trying to carry them. As opposed to trying to carry them.
여러분 지금 메간 선생님의 발음을 듣고도 혹시 파악이 잘 안 되고 있다면 자막으로 보여드릴게요.
Okay, so let me just read the whole sentence and then you can explain it.
Yes.
How about that? Okay. It's easier to just drive and take them home in a car as opposed to trying to carry them on a train or on a bus.
이게 이제 it's easier 문장을 일단 파악을 해보면 it's easier 더 쉽습니다. to just 그냥 뭐뭐 하는 게 to drive and take them home 여기서 말하는 them은 그들 사람들이 아니고요.
Right, it's the groceries or whatever things you bought at the store.
예, a lot of things, the lots of things that you bought at the store. 그래서 물건을 많이 샀는데 그것들을 take them home in a car 차에 싣고 가는 것이 차에 운반해서 가는 것이 더 easier 쉽다라는 이야기고요. As opposed to 하면은 뭐뭐와 대비해서 뭐뭐와는 반대로라는 뜻이죠. Trying to carry them on a train 기차 위에 그거를 뭐 안고 타거나 아니면 on a bus 버스를 탈 때 그것을 운반하려고 노력하는 거에 비해서 이게 쉽다라는 이야기인데 of course we all know 당연한 이야기이지만 발음이 좀 어려웠어요.
Yeah.
왜냐하면 as opposed to를 supposed to
Yeah, I kind of like as opposed to
네.
because the S on as kind of connects over.
맞아요.
As opposed to trying to.
as opposed to 이것을 여러분 한번 점점 빠르게 발음해 보세요. as opposed to 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 as opposed to
as opposed to.
as opposed to 이렇게 발음을 해줬고 나머지도 정말 지금 이제 에밀리 씨 같은 경우에는 자신의 모국어로 이야기를 하기 때문에 머릿속에 다 있어요. 그래서 trying to carry them on a train or a bus. 그래서 trying to carry them on a train or on a bus. on a train or on a bus. 이 부분이 그냥 확 뭉개졌죠. 그래서 on a train or on a bus.
As opposed to trying to carry them on a train or on a bus.
네, 이 부분, 이 두 부분 잘 들리는지 확인해 보시죠.
So it's easier to just drive and take them home in a car as opposed to trying to carry them on a train or on a bus. So it's easier to just drive and take them home in a car as opposed to trying to carry them on a train or on a bus.
네, 이번엔 좀 더 잘 들렸죠? 다음 문장 보겠습니다.
All right. But the city that I live in doesn't really have good public transportation anyway. But the city that I live in doesn't really have good public transportation anyway.
그런데 the city that I live in 이것을 다르게 말하면 my city doesn't really have good public transportation anyway. Anyway라는 것은 어차피.
Yeah.
그러니까 앞에서 했던 이야기랑 연결이 되어 있어요. 물론 뭐 물건 많이 사면 운전이 더 편하죠. 기차나 버스보다. 근데 제가 사는 도시는 어차피 그 기차나 버스가
Right.
없다라는 이야기죠.
Right. So she's meaning she takes her car a lot.
네, no choice.
Yeah.
No other options. 그래서 어차피 대중교통이 좋지 않아요라는 말인데 재미있는 것은 doesn't really have a good 이렇게 have a 이게 익숙하다 보니까 왜 어가 안 들어갔지? Where's a라고 생각하기 쉬운데 transportation을 이제 세지 않는 거죠. 여기서는 만약에 어를 실수로 넣었다 그러면 만회하기 위해서는 if you have accidentally said there and if you want to make up for it maybe you can say
Public transportation
system 맞아요. 이렇게
Yeah.
뒤에 만회를 하는 방법들이 좀 있어요.
Yeah.
앞에서 괜히 넣었어? 그러면 어가 들어가게끔 맞추면 돼요. 자, 그러면 다음 문장 볼까요?
Okay, so the next one is there is a bus, but it's not very convenient. There is a bus, but it's not very convenient.
네, 버스가 있긴 한데 별로 편리하지 않아요라고 이야기를 했고요. 재밌는 것은 버스가 정말로 한 대만 있진 않겠죠. 네.
Yeah. I mean, it could be like, maybe there is only one bus because in the town I lived in America, there was only one bus.
아,
But in
진짜요?
this case, maybe a place she goes regularly, like to work or to school, there's a bus she can take, but she just doesn't take it.
네, 그래서 버스 노선을 말하는 것 같아요. 이 정류장에 가면은 이 버스를 타면 거기에 갈 수 있다라는 건데 그게 이제 한 대가 있긴 한데 별로 편리하지 않아서 결과적으로는 안 탄다는 이야기가 되겠고요. 다음 문장 가볼 텐데요. 다음 문장이 조금 듣기가 어려워서 클립으로 준비했습니다. 한번 들어보시죠.
Because it's not reliable, it doesn't come very often, it doesn't go very many places. Because it's not reliable, it doesn't come very often, it doesn't go very many places.
네, 여러분 잘 들어보셨나요?
Yeah.
한번 내용을 확인해 보겠습니다.
Okay, so the sentence is, because it's not reliable, it doesn't come very often, it doesn't go very many places.
Because it's not reliable, 믿을만하지 않고요. 즉, 뭐 딱 이 시간에 올 거라고 예상을 했는데 안 오거나
Right.
뭐 그런 것을 말하는 거죠.
Right.
It doesn't come very often, 뭐 1시간, 2시간에 한 대씩 있다던가. It doesn't go very many places. 물론 go to very many places라고 해도 똑같은 말이 되겠지만 가는 곳도 별로 없어요. 그렇기 때문에 이제 편리하지 않다라는 이야기인데 발음상 중간 부분이 좀 어려웠어요.
So the part that I think, well, that you said in the middle, is that it doesn't come very often.
그렇죠.
Like, especially when she said it, it almost sounded like she didn't say doesn't at all.
어.
Doesn't come very often? It doesn't come very often?
네, 그래서 아예 it 자체가 발음이 안 된 것 같았고 doesn't는 됐는데 는 약간 이렇게 는
It doesn't come very often? It doesn't come very
약간
often?
fade in 하는 느낌으로
Yeah.
doesn't come very often.
Yeah.
근데 이제 그냥 it 만약에 자주 온다라고 할 때는 문장 구조가 달라지겠죠. It comes very often.
Right, it comes very often.
그렇기 때문에 그냥 come 이렇게 come 이 소리만 들려도 알 수가 있어요. 어느 정도는.
Yeah.
왜냐하면 네, 앞에 doesn't라든지 뭔가 왔기 때문에 버스인데도 불구하고 it인데도 불구하고 come이 됐구나 알 수 있기 때문에 유추할 수 있는 부분입니다. 발음이 조금 네, 어려울 수 있겠지만 내용 아시니까 다시 한번 확인해 보시죠.
Because it's not reliable, it doesn't come very often, it doesn't go very many places. Because it's not reliable, it doesn't come very often, it doesn't go very many places.
네, 다음 문장 가볼까요?
So I end up having to drive here. So I end up having to drive here.
So 그래서 I end up 저는 결과적으로 뭐뭐 하게 됩니다. Having to drive here. 여기서는 어쩔 수 없이 운전을 하게 되는 거죠. 운전을 해야 하게 되는 거죠. I end up, I ended up 동사 ing 이 형태 많이 쓰잖아요. 그런데 end up having to 동사도 많이 쓰죠. I always end up having to ask Megan for help.
I always end up having to cook all the meals.
그렇게 네.
Yeah.
네. 결과적으로는 피하고 싶은데 you want to avoid the action,
Right,
but
but
then you end up having to do it
I always end up having to clean the house by myself.
because you live by yourself.
Yeah.
네, 혼자 사니까 혼자 청소해야죠. 자, 이렇게 이제 end up having to 구조까지 살펴봤고요. 다음 문장 볼까요?
But I love being in a big city where I can take the train or take the bus. But I love being in a big city where I can take the train or take the bus.
네, but I love being in a big city. 큰 도시에 있는 것을 좋아합니다. 즉, 큰 도시에 가는 걸 좋아한다는 이야기고 where I can take the train or take the bus. 이제 열차를 타거나 버스를 탈 수 있는 그 큰 도시에 가 있는 걸 좋아한다라고 했는데 take a train, take a bus라고 하지 않고 the 붙인 이유는 it's a symbolic
Yeah.
thing, right? 상징적인 거죠. 버스 체계, 열차 체계를 이용하는 거기 때문에 take the bus, take the train. All right, what is the next one?
And I can just sit and read a book and I don't have to stress. I don't have to drive myself. And I can just sit and read a book and I don't have to stress. I don't have to drive myself.
네, and I can just sit and read a book. 네, 그냥 앉아서 책을 읽을 수 있고. This is the biggest advantage of using public transportation.
Yes, you can just relax. As long as there are seats.
맞아요.
It can get quite crowded in Korea when you take public transportation.
During rush hours.
During rush hour, oh my goodness.
네,
It's terrible. But other than that, it's nice to just have time for yourself. I like to think a lot or like come up with ideas and write in my notebook. Yeah.
네, 그런 것들을
awesome.
운전하면서는 할 수 없잖아요.
Right.
그렇기 때문에 이제 좋다. 그래서 I can just sit and read a book. 그냥 앉아서 책을 읽을 수 있고 and I don't have to stress. I don't have to drive myself. 스스로 운전, 직접 운전하지 않아도 된다라는 이야기죠. Okay, what is the next one?
I can just sit there, read, and do something else and enjoy my time more. I can just sit there, read, and do something else and enjoy my time more.
네, 앞부분은 사실 반복이 좀 되고 있어요. 앞에 sit and read a book 이게 이제 I can just sit there and read.
Yeah, she's
네.
repeating herself.
네, 그만큼 좋으니까 중요하니까 이야기를 하는 것 같고요. I can just sit there, read, and 이제 추가하고 있습니다. Do something else. 뭐 앉아서 책 읽는 거 말고도 다른 거 할 수 있잖아요.
Yeah.
You can
Listen
maybe,
to audiobooks like you do. But
yeah.
you can do that while driving because it's just audio
That's true.
through the
You-
speakers.
Yeah, or you can learn a language. You can write a letter to somebody. You can write emails. 이런 것들이 이제 do something else가
Do your
되겠죠.
makeup?
Yeah, it is very common. Do you ever do that?
No.
Okay.
I do it before I leave the house. I don't want anyone seeing my ugly mug.
I see. So if I ever see you putting on your makeup in the subway, I will understand that it's a very busy day for you.
Very busy.
자, 그래서 이제 다른 걸 하면서 enjoy my time more. 제 시간을 더 즐길 수 있을 거라는 이야기인데 이제 큰 도시에 가야만 할 수 있는 거죠. 마지막 문장입니다.
And I wish that my city had a better system so that I could do that more often. And I wish that my city had a better system so that I could do that more often.
네, 앞부분은 앞서 소개했던 핵심 표현 그대로이고요. I wish that my city had a better system. 더 나은 체계가 있었으면 좋겠습니다. So that I could. 제가 뭐뭐 할 수 있도록 말이죠. 라는 말이 뒤에 붙었죠. Do that more often. 방금 말했던 앉아서 책 읽고 다른 거 하고 enjoy my time more. 이거를 do that more often. 더 자주 할 수 있게끔. 아, 좋았으면 좋겠네요. 라고 하면서 영상이 마무리가 되고 있죠. Alright, I think that's the whole story.
It is, and so before we move on, we're just going to take a look at it 2 more times. The first time with English subtitles, the second time without. Emily 씨 다시
나와주세요.
I definitely prefer public transportation to driving. I myself don't really like driving that much, though it's pretty convenient when you know that you have to like go to a store and pick up a lot of things. It's easier to just drive and take them home in a car as opposed to trying to carry them on a train or on a bus. But the city that I live in doesn't really have good public transportation anyway. There is a bus, but it's not very convenient because it's not reliable. It doesn't come very often. It doesn't go very many places. So I end up having to drive here, but I love being in a big city where I can take the train or take the bus and I can just sit and read a book and I don't have to stress. I don't have to drive myself. I can just sit there, read, and do something else and enjoy my time more. And I wish that my city had a better system so that I could do that more often. I definitely prefer public transportation to driving. I myself don't really like driving that much, though it's pretty convenient when you know that you have to like go to a store and pick up a lot of things. It's easier to just drive and take them home in a car as opposed to trying to carry them on a train or on a bus. But the city that I live in doesn't really have good public transportation anyway. There is a bus, but it's not very convenient because it's not reliable. It doesn't come very often. It doesn't go very many places. So I end up having to drive here, but I love being in a big city where I can take the train or take the bus and I can just sit and read a book and I don't have to stress. I don't have to drive myself. I can just sit there, read, and do something else and enjoy my time more. And I wish that my city had a better system so that I could do that more often.
네, 에밀리 씨의 이야기를 오랜만에 들으니까 또 재밌네요. 익숙한 뒷배경이기도 하고요. 자, 그러면 이야기 다 끝내봤으니까
Yep.
우리 또 재밌는 표현들 배우러 갈까요?
All right, it's time for Street
Smart!